श्रीगुरवे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि विचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. Today Prabhuji is having some essential work, so he is not available. So we'll have directly Prabhupada Purport reading session today. Here we are seeing how Narada Muni is trying to help Prajni Parishad understand a very important principle. How the living entity he is identifying with all these things, and even though he is independent of all these things, still he is getting affected by it. So very important understanding. So we were discussing how uh, here we can understand these different aspects. First thing we should learn is we are separate from the body. So this is the first thing we understand. Narada Muni is trying to explain this first aspect. Okay, you are different from the body, and it is operated by the super soul. So you can see that Lord is holding the reins, and all these things we are completely different from it, and it is the direction is based on the modes. And now Lord is operating this based on desires, based on our desires, right? So here we are desiring based on what is our desires, Lord is going to take in that direction. And then there is religion, irreligion, and there is this ammunition of I and mine. So aham mameti. So this is what is the connecting force. The connection is between soul and body, of course your mind also. This is false ego. So this is part of it. So we are connected. This is because of false ego we are connected. So this is aham mameti. So this is how it happens. Now how this functions. So that is the next thing what Narada Muni is telling. So he says that when this false ego comes, then there is also pride. So false ego and pride. So what is happening with this? This fellow King Puranjana is going for hunting. Hunting is what compared to using the senses for sense gratification. Sense gratification, right? So, so this is actually how these functions are happening here. King Puranjana is compared in this way. And then next, so this is the first thing he says. So, first three slokas, Narada Muni is telling that how we are identifying. And the next shloka is telling this fellow is going for hunting. Why? Because of pride and false ego. So we are identifying, I think, aham mameti, and that makes us go for hunting. That means using these senses for sense gratification. And the next shloka, Narada Muni says that this Puranjana was very much influenced by demonic propensities. Because of this, his heart became very hard and merciless, and his sharp arrows killed many innocent animals. So that's what is the result of this. So he started, because anytime this pride is there, it is turns into violence. So violence, why? Because we start hurting others because of our identification. So this is the first level of understanding. Then we discussed in the previous sessions also about how uh, we'll just do a quick revision. So here identification. So identification causes action. So this is the most important thing. Now the solution. Now Nardavani is going to explain further solution part also here. So he is telling this is the cause of our actions. So action is caused of is based on identity. So this is what is telling because I am identifying with this, and how what type of chariot you are going to get is based on karma. This chariot is body, right? So it is based on karma and desires. So this is actually what Narada Muni explained. Then he says the he became violent because of pride. And then he says that if thing is too attached to eating flesh, he may consider, according to the directions of revealed scriptures, one sacrificial performance go to the forest and kill animals and all these things. One is not allowed to kill animals unnecessarily without restrictions. The Vedas regulate animal killing to stop extravagant of foolish men influenced by mode of fashioning. So he's telling, it is there, but it is to restrict. So regulation is there. So that's actually what Narad Muni is trying to tell. So he gives the next point is it is we have to be regulated. So even if you are doing, then the question may come. So this is the question is why did Lord give opportunity? Why Lord gave facility for sense gratification? Why did he give the senses? So the answer is that okay, because you have a desire. So because first is we have desires. Then that is the reason he is giving. Now, then I will continue fulfilling, but that will make you more entangled. If we do sense gratification, uh, it is entanglement. So then for what? Okay, you have given senses also and you are telling don't do sense gratification. How will it work? That's why you can do sense gratification but in a regulated way. So that is way of karma yoga. You enjoy, but you do in a regulated way so that you don't get further entangled. So that is the system that Lord is giving. So that's what Narada Muni is trying to explain in the verses 6 and 7. So in 7th also he says that a person who works according to the directions of Vedic scriptures does not become involved in fruitive activities. So that's what he is telling in 6th and 7th verse. Be regulated. So Krishna has said, Yuktahara viharasya yukta chestasya karmasya yukta swapna bodhasya yoga bhavati dukkha. So you will be free from that dukkha. When you are regulated, that means you enjoy also but in a regulated way. So for this your regulation is given in where? Regulation is given in Vedas. So that's what he's telling in the sixth verse. He says Vedic scriptures, directions of the Vedic scriptures, he says in the sixth verse. And seventh verse, he says that otherwise people who act whimsically fall down due to false prestige. So if you don't do Yashastra vidim utsijha vartate kamakarta nasa siddhim avapnoti nasukam na param gatim. You see, nasukam na param gatim. You don't be happy here and you are not going to get param gatim, the ultimate destination also. Both is not possible. When Yashastra vidim utsijha, if you are not acting according to the Shastra. So even if you want to be happy here, Krishna is telling you can do it, but do it legally. That means according to the guidance of the Shastras. So this eighth verse is very important because uh, eighth verse is telling don't be whimsical. Don't be whimsical. And manorathe nasati davato bahi. Prabhupada gave very huge elaborate purport to make this one point. Just uh, follow scriptures. So this is called Shastra Shraddha. So Prabhupada very elaborate purport. If you remember this eighth verse, we discussed quite along. This is trying to explain that if we follow scriptures, that Shraddha is there, we will never do any mistake in life. Because why people are doing mistakes, are not able to act properly, or even they feel they're acting rightly, they think I am not harming anyone, I don't deceive anyone, I don't cheat anyone, I am just doing my job, I am confined to my own home, I eat my own food. Still, because you are not following scriptures, you cannot be happy. That's why people get so many problems, this problem, that problem. The problem is not that you are doing, because we are just doing whimsical, we are doing manorathena sati. Whatever you like, you are doing. Whatever Shastra is telling, we should do. I may be very good person, but good according to Shastra. That is very important. So here in the previous this eighth purport, Prabhupada trying to explain that point in so many ways. Huge purport Prabhupada gives to explain this one point, that how uh, perfect knowledge has only one who does not have perfect knowledge has only mental speculation. So he is telling the standard of knowledge is accepted, not mental speculation. So one who acts on mental platform has to change his standard of knowledge periodically. All of this is due to their working on mental platform. So Prabhupada is again and again, Hara Bhaktasya Kuto Manorathena Sati Davato Bhahi. Men throughout the world are working on the platform, mental platform. So how many times Prabhupada is telling, don't be on mental platform. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with the six senses, which include the mind. Manasashtan indriyani. Just it's all mental, mental, mental. So this is what Prabhupada is trying to say. So he says that a person who acts whimsically fall down due to fast prestige. Now, important thing, once all the fox goes to all animals and says, Array, we are better than human beings in many, many ways. Why human beings are given the are considered the kings of the whole, whatever the environment and everything, the whole thing, they become the king. Why? We are better. So they all go to a sage, and then they tell to the sage, the dog will say to the sage, see how much loyal I am. Even my master beats me, he keeps me in the cold, he gives very scarcely to eat, still I stick to him, remain loyal to that master. So does anyone has this good quality? The sage nods. And then why you are making humans as kings? Then the cow says that, see, I eat grass. I'm so disinterested. I'm so detached. I eat some simple grass and give milk. Everything to the owner. And very faithfully, I remain with the owner, giving him, serving him. And the sage nods. And then Crow says, see, if anybody, any grains or any food is there, I don't eat alone. Immediately I call all my relatives, family, and we all eat together. Does any human being does? If he gets some grains, he will go and store in his house. He will not put in there. But then why human beings are given that speciality? Then the sage, he says that, see, humans don't have any of these good qualities, but they have mind. That buddhi is there. That should be utilized. Otherwise, he is lower than animal because he is having that special privilege of buddhi. And buddhi from where he should get? From the Shastras. Otherwise, he is, samanyam etat pashuhi naranam. Ahara nidra bhayam. If he is whimsically acting, he is animal only. If he does not read Shastra, understand Shastra, and don't, he's just on a mental platform, he's equal to animal. That's actually what Shastra is telling. So, seventh and eighth verses is telling be regulated, Vedas are giving regulation, and eighth is telling follow scriptures, don't be whimsical. So, immediately, and Prabhupada is very elaborately explaining this point. And so, here we understood the problem statement. I am not this body, and super soul is controlling. Direction is based on the modes, and it is also how the Lord is operating this based on our desires, and the connection is the false ego, which is making me act. So this is the problem here. And then Narad Muni further explaining, when King Parchin Parshad was hunting in this way, many animals within the forest lost their lives with great pain, being pierced with sharp arrows' heads. Upon seeing these devastating, hastily activities performed by the king, all the people who are merciful by nature became very unhappy. Such merciful persons could not tolerate seeing all these killings. Now, one more important point is that uh, last time we were discussing on this point that uh, destiny is depending on impressions and sanskaras. So any activity done unconsciously turns into karma. So that I said I will just address. So I'll take that one point and then we'll go for the purport. So this is the point of discussion, that if I do any activity unconsciously, it turns into karma. Conscious activity, no karma. So conscious activity, no karma. Unconscious action leads to karma. So conscious activity is we are acting with buddhi. Whereas unconscious is with manas. So this is emotional part. And now this buddhi, what we are talking, is actually buddhi from the scriptures. So that's what it is telling. Yajnasista sinasanto muchante sarvaglibishay bunjate te tvagam papam. Why it is papam? If you are not in yajnasista, that means uh, we should only accept the prasad of the Lord. That means what? That means we should consciously offer to the Lord, understand that it belongs to the Lord, and then take it, no reaction. If you know who is the owner, you don't get reaction. If I think I am the owner, then there is reaction. Like I am saying, I am staying in the house, I am a tenant. And if I know I am a tenant, no problem. I paid for it, I am staying. But suddenly one fine day I start thinking I am the owner, then there is a problem. That's why the chariot, we should always remember that photo. Array, who is the owner for this? The owner is the super soul. I am only a tenant. I'll be kicked out of this body one fine day. I am not owner. I am not owner. Super soul is the owner. He is holding all his body and everything he is only doing. I am only desiring, only desire. See, very important. What we can do is only desire. And now, what we should change is to change desire. And how we can change desire? That is association. Now we are associating with the Prakriti. We are associating Karanam Guna Sangasya. The reason is Guna Sangha. We are associating with these three gunas. That's why we are getting affected and we are getting all these wrong desires. But if I associate with Shastra, I'll get right desires. That is the point. And now action, please understand. I'm trying to tell many points at a time, but I will just tell this one point so that you can clearly understand. Action consciously done or with emotions. That's why Radhanath Maharaj, one very famous class is there. Put your heart in doing service. Put your heart in doing service. So this one point we will understand now. What it means is to do consciously activity. So putting heart is conscious action. That means consciousness is buddhi here. We have to use our intelligence properly understand. Here Shastra buddhi, Shastra jnana is more important. Okay, this is called sambandha. I should know. While chanting also, it is not just chanting. We should know this very important factor. Uh, what is that? Uh, that Krishna is everything. So this is when we are chanting mantra. What happens is we we just want to complete it. So it's actually it won't work like that. When we repeat the holy name, for us this is sometimes a tedious work. We have to fight with the mind which wanders throughout the universe. The name of Krishna means nothing many times because we do not understand what we repeat. So we have to understand that this must be done, but we do not understand the depth of the process. If we understand, it has a different effect. We have studied all scriptures and we understood all the greatness of Krishna. If we have who is Krishna, as how does he look, if you know the form of Krishna, if you know all the pastimes of Krishna, how he acts, how he behaves, if we understand how Krishna permeates every atom of the space universe, if we understand that he is the source of all planets and demigods, he is the best friend and benefactor of all living entities. We understand that he is the Lord of all planetary systems. We have learned knowledge. We understood that he is the supreme super soul in the heart of every living entity. Everything rests on him like a pearl strung on a thread. And we thought it all through. And if it went into our heart, we understand how amazing Krishna is, how great he is, what an amazing qualities he has, what is his nature, his greatness, what he possesses. We gain this knowledge. Then, when we repeat the holy name, then Krishna means a lot for us. So, this is a very important thing. We will not be an empty phrase there. We will understand that personality name we repeating, we no longer look at the window or the ceiling or mobile while chanting. We will not reach to, the stage of pure repetition if we do not gain the transcendental knowledge about the Lord. That means a realization should come. We know theoretically, but realization is a very difficult thing. So then we will be able to put our heart. So this is what is very important. So for devotees, karma is not there means what? They're consciously doing. It belongs to Krishna. If this is there, then we don't have any reaction because we are conscious. Oh, it is Krishna's. No reaction. If I am not conscious, if I am in a mental state, I like, I don't like. So, mental state is I like, I don't like. This is actually sinful mentality. This is the cause of all karma. Anytime if I say I like, I don't like, this is sinful mentality. This causes karma. This is on mental level. Any activity, even if I like, I don't like, does not matter because Shastra is telling I will do. That means what? Because it is right. So that's why I'm doing. So this is I will do. So this is what we have to come to the standard. Devotee is at this standard. That's why no karma. It is not something, some magic is happening. Arre, because he's conscious, there is no karma. Carl Sagal actually. He is not a devotee. He's like atheistic person only one level. But Carl Sagal says any action unconsciously done turns as a destiny. Even he is telling. That's what Krishna is telling. Arey, what is telling? Yajnartha karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. If action not done as yajna, it turns into what? Karma bandhana. What does it mean doing action as yajna? Consciously doing. Consciously doing is what? Very simple. When we cook bhoga, then consciously doing is what? Arey, this belongs to Krishna. Let me offer it to Krishna. When you offer it to Krishna, what happens? Yajnasista. It becomes prasadam. Then there is no karma. Yajnasista sinasanto muchande sarvakal. Bunjate dogam. You are not taking papa only. That means I know it belongs to Krishna. I just have to offer to him. With his permission, I should take. That's why we chant Prasadam prayers, knowing that, okay, Krishna, you gave it. I am very grateful. Thank you very much. And you take it. Then there is no thief. It is not theft. Otherwise, it is you are stealing somebody else's property and taking. So, conscious means you are doing yajna. Every moment we can do yajna. If you are conscious about Krishna for activity, all our actions becomes yajna. Otherwise, not. So otherwise it is causing karma bandhana. So for a devotee, no karma means because he's consciously doing, that's why no karma. Even now, if I am doing unconsciously, I am say I am a devotee, but if you are doing unconsciously action, you have to take a reaction for it. You cannot say I am a devotee, no reaction. Array, you are doing on an emotional level, you are doing I like, I don't like, you are doing it's a sinful mentality. Where is question of devotee? I like, I don't like means you are doing it is sinful mentality. You are a devotee means you should do yajna every time. You should be conscious of the Shastra. You should be conscious of Krishna. If you are not conscious of Krishna, how can I say I am a devotee? Then how can I claim that I should not get reaction? No, you get reaction. If I am whimsically performing any activity and I am saying I am a devotee, no. If I overeat, I say I am a devotee, I am overeating. Overeat. I am saying I am a devotee. Will I not get stomach problem? Yeah, you'll get stomach problem. You are conscious, you know it is a prasadam. Then you consciously eat, you regularly eat, you will not get any stomach problem. You are getting, array, my health is getting spoiled, devotees are getting cancer. You are eating all fast foods, you are eating all junk food. You are saying, then you are saying why devotees are getting. Because that is a reaction for the action you did. Where is the question of law? You say devotee should not get reaction. No, devotee will get reaction if he is not consciously doing. That is what we should understand. Yajna Yajnartha karmano anyatra lokoin karmabandha is applicable for everyone. If you are doing action as yajna, for us yajna is what? Hare, we are chanting, Sankirtanagya we are doing. That means whole day we should be conscious. Why we have to chant 16 rounds? Because that helps us to be conscious. Why 16 rounds? Why 16 rounds? Why not 4? Why not 2? Why not 6? Why 16? Because it is according to the yoga process, that if you chant a certain number of vibrations of the holy name, so we are doing this quantity 16 into 16. uh, so we are doing into 108. So 27,000 or 600 times we are doing. So 27,648. So if you do anything 30,000 times, the name is repeated 30,000 times. So for that day, mind will be conscious. It will be in control. That is why this number is given. So it has a, this is from yoga process. Actually, I read a book before coming to Krishna consciousness, where this is he's not they are impersonalist. One book called Mind Control. So there that person writes, I forgot his name, some Anand, some will be there, means some impersonal practitioners of yoga. She wrote, if you chant 30,000 names of Lord, your mind will be controlled for that day. 32,000 something he ought tell. So this I read not from here. Then I came to Prabhupada is telling 16, and I understood, oh, this is actually the standard follow for all yogis. So for mind control. So then I started chanting Ram name. He said, if you chant so much Ram name, you will not get married. So I was very uh, this was told by outsider, some materialistic person told me, but I like the idea. Then I started chanting the name of Ram uh, this many times, so that then after coming Krishna consciousness, this number is given. So when we chant this, then we are controlling the mind. We are whole day conscious about Krishna. Then any activity we are doing, it becomes yajna. So that is the formula what Krishna is telling. You don't act as yajna, you will get sinful reaction. You have to pay for it. Any action unconsciously done is a payment. There is no other option for it. You cannot say I'm a pure whatever devotee from 10 years, 20 years. You are doing unconscious. No, it won't work. That's why Krishna consciousness. Every moment we have to know whom it belongs to, whom I am belong to. So that's why we say do all activities only connected to Krishna. Very simple. Now, okay, if I am taking prasadam unconsciously, I am eating prasadam only. Eating prasadam, one is consciously, one is unconsciously. So now if I do spiritual activity unconsciously, will I get reaction? No, we will not get reaction, but we will not get any change of heart also much. Not much change of heart. So this is actually change of heart. So that is the reason we may say, Are so many years I am practicing, but not so much change is happening because unconsciously we are doing. If you do consciously only, then there is a change of heart. Unconsciously we'll do not so much change of heart. So this is what is our problem. We may not get we are not getting sinful reactions, but we are not getting any change of heart also. So this is another problem. So we have to understand this very clearly, that what is the main difference. Why devotee don't get reaction is they are conscious. Conscious of what? Conscious of very simple thing. Whom these things belong to. Conscious of of who is the owner. So the chariot picture you can see all the time. Array, somebody else is the owner. Every item, the air I does not belong to us, water does not belong to us, nothing does not belong to us. What is the greatest important thing? The greatest sin is ungratitude. So we have to be grateful. What is Guru Dakshina? What is Guru Dakshina is gratitude. So this is actually Guru Dakshina. Anything, every time we have to be grateful. So if some parents I meet and they say that, okay, my children are not taking to Krishna conscious, I said, not a problem. At least let them be grateful. Tell them to chant two rounds. 1% of their day they should give it to expressing gratitude. You are getting 24 hours into 60 minutes. It's so that means 1% is 15 minutes. 15 minutes you give it to, you just tell to Lord, thank you very much. So chant two rounds. That's all. No need to chant more than that if you are not want to become devotee. But at least be grateful. That acknowledge that whom it belongs to. That's all. You will be free. You will at least we can be happy in this life. You may not become very highly Krishna conscious, but at least you want to live happily in this world also. You have to be grateful, acknowledge whom it belongs to, and then Lord says, okay, that becomes like karma yoga. So that is the point. Karma yoga basically is this. So, any questions on this? Oh. Consciously doing means devotion need not be devotional activity. Even if a person is doing karma yoga, he may not be a great devotee, but he knows it belongs to the Lord. Thank you very much, and he don't want to develop a relationship with him. So that is the point. Yes, Umakantu.
Uh, Prabhu, what I'm saying, that is okay. You are saying that everything belongs to God. So every time we have to do a conscious karma. So I just want to understand, Prabhuji, that while driving, like while doing office work or while doing small activities also, if you can list down, like what should be the attitude of a person while doing this small activities, then, it will be easy for application. For general use, I'm saying. General use, like morning you wake up, you brush the teeth, you sleep, you go to sleep, you again wake up, then you take a bath, and again you eat something. And eating, okay, eating, offering prasada, that is okay. But doing regular day-to-day activities, how can we apply the principle of Krishna consciousness? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is important. So that's what I was telling that when why we are given 16 rounds of chanting, because whole day we can be conscious for whom it belongs to and why I'm doing. And second thing important in bhakti is to develop a relationship. We should feel that relation with Krishna. So these two things will help chanting and accepting Krishna as a person, and I want to develop a relation with Krishna. So this will make so much difference in doing our activity. If I know I have a person related to him, we start acting in that way. We don't treat, we are not an impersonal thing, we are a personal thing. So when we are relating, we should relate in that way. Okay, I am relating to a person called Krishna, and I chanted his names. I want to do something for him today. So that is what we should do when we are doing any activity in the daytime. It will help us to remember, and we want to do something for him all the time. Okay, let me earn money so that I can do something for him. I can give a donation for him. Means to the temple. I can serve the Vaishnavas. I can please somebody. So always we are conscious about Krishna to do something for him because there is a relationship. We want to develop more deeper relationship. Every day we want to do something for Krishna. So that helps. That starts from chanting. So when you chant, then it makes a difference. Uh, yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandot Pranam. Prabhuji,
Dhanwad.
so the basically the difference between the Bhakti Yogi and the Karma Yogi is everything. The Bhakti Yogi, he wants to develop a relationship by doing the activities, regular activities, along with spiritual activities. It is like that, no Prabhu. Consciously he is doing, but Karma Yogi, he just have the faith, but he doesn't want to have a relationship with Krishna. So he does everything with consciousness. That is the difference, no Prabhu. He is doing all the other activities also, but in the sense he is the Lord, but he doesn't want to have a relationship with him. Is it like that? That is the difference between those two, Prabhuji, those two yogis.
Yes, Mataji. This is the main difference. One is
Mm.
both are conscious,
Ah,
both are consciously doing.
okay.
Uh, but there is one main difference is devotee does his activity is only for Krishna. For devotee,
Ah,
only for Krishna
ah,
and to develop relationship.
okay.
And for a karmi, he does activity, he is acknowledging the Lord, he is grateful. His
Mm,
action is not for developing relationship, but for his own personal enjoyment. So
okay.
action for enjoying. So even though he is doing sometime activity for Krishna, the ultimately his purpose is I should become happy. I should go to heaven
Mm.
or I should become happy.
Ah, okay.
But for a devotee, his action is only for Krishna. Like even if you are going for office, you say, Krishna, I am going to office so that I'll get some money to serve you. So his
Mm.
only thing is the relationships. He's
Yes,
only
Prabhu.
like a father is earning money because he's conscious about my two daughters are there. I should take care of them. So he is doing for the daughters. Sorry, I don't need to work, but for my daughter's sake, I have to work because I have to give them money for marriage or education and all. So he is conscious and he is also having that relationship. So for devotee, it is that relationship that motivates him for the action. Oh, I want to do it for Krishna. For a karmi, the motivation is I want to enjoy in heaven or whatever enjoyment, or I want to get liberation or something like that. So no relationship. So devotee don't do two activities. He does only one action that is directly for Krishna.
Yeah,
Whereas
okay.
in karma, you may have two activities. One you do for Krishna, one yourself also for yourself.
Okay. Yeah, that is the difference, no, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Correct. Any other questions? Okay, we'll go for the next point what Nardaman is telling. So he's telling how such Puranjana was hunting in this way. Many animals within the forest lost their lives with great pain, being pierced by sharp arrows. Upon seeing these devastating, ghastly activities performed by the king, all the people who are merciful by nature become unhappy. Such merciful persons could not tolerate seeing this killing. So this is so happiness. Like yesterday, I was discussing with a new crowd of people. So they were okay. We have some questions in the chat box. Once His Holiness Radhanath said, Radhanath Maharaj said, if we are grateful only in mind but not expressing it, it will. It's like wrapping a gift but not giving it to the person whom we are grateful. Yeah. So there is another question. When we get criticism by other devotees constantly, then we become very averse to gratitude and even to chant or be conscious of our action. At that moment, we are practicing and don't have mind control in all situation. Is this kind of stressful situation? In this kind of stressful situation, how do we not react and be conscious of our action? See, this is another important thing. We should discuss on this separately, but I'll just tell few points. We have this victim mentality. So we have to overcome this victim mentality. Nobody is cause of our pain. This will. I will just write here. So this is victim mentality. We have to overcome this mentality. We cannot say somebody else is the cause of my pain. Pain is because of my karma, impure heart. Because if my heart is pure, nobody can offend me only. There is no chance of anybody offending me if uh, if I am pure in heart. That's why Yudhishthir Maharaj called Ajata Shatru. That means he will not have any enemy. That means anybody does anything wrong to him, he will not feel okay, it's my karma that is coming. He's not the cause of my pain. So for a devotee, cause of pain is our own karma. That person is an instrument of that. That's all. I cannot say because of him it is happening. No, it is not like that. See, it is difficult. I am also sometimes I also cry victim mentality, but that is not the standard. Standard is to understand that it is my own past misdeeds. It is he is just an instrument of my karma. So my impure heart and my karma, karma means actual impure heart. That's actual transfer. That is what comes as karma. So this is the cause of pain. So then what should I do? Yeah, be grateful to Krishna that he has sent this situation to me so that I can come out of my conditioning. That's why Krishna kept me in this situation. So then I will continuously acting the way I am supposed to act. Like I was discussing with anyway some personal case, let it be. So the point is we have to be very conscious about the situation, and any situation is like that only. If I properly understand, this is okay. This is I may be unhappy for some time, but it should not affect us. We should work on improving our state of mind and consciousness. Even somebody is criticizing and all, we have to deal with in a different way. When somebody is criticizing, how to deal, maybe situation to situation we can discuss it. But I'm just giving in general. This victim mentality, we say because of him I could not practice, because of him I am not able to chant, because of him my life got destroyed. This is all not correct. My destruction is my own karma. How to come out of it, that I had to figure out. And there is one more question in the chat box is will just being a good person and not a devotee lead to suffering later on? Good person means if you are doing karma yoga, no suffering. Krishna created this world for enjoyment. If you do according to karma yoga, and you can enjoy in this world. That's what Ishopanishad also says. Ishavashamidam sarvam yatkinchit jagatyam jatena tektvena bunjita magrita kasya siddhanam. If you just take your quota, you can enjoy. And then this is first sloka. Second, third sloka, he says that you can live like this uh, hundreds of years. That's not a problem. So if you want to live, uh, so this I will just tell the shloka where he says that even live like that. That's not a problem only. Why it is not a problem? Asurina mate loka andena tamsa. Sorry, the second shloka. He says that kurvan neveha karmani jiji vicheshitam sama evam tvai naneto tosmi na karma lippete nare. You see, he says one who aspires to live for hundreds of years, if he continuously goes on working in that way, for that sort of work will not bind him by the law of karma. There is no alternative to this way of life. See, no way of binding, no karma is binding. I will share the screen with you. You can also see that. This is from Ishopanishad. So very clearly it is said, Kurvan neveha karmani jiji vichekshitam sama evan tvai nanyate tosmi na karma lipyate nare. See, one who aspires to live, how the previous shloka, Ishavashamidam sarvam. Ishavashamidam sarvam means we should know what is our quota. That means I am acknowledging the Lord. And then we can continuously go on working in that way, for sort of work will not bind him to the law of karma. So this is the formula. So Krishna, say, like parents are there, for children should the responsibility of parents is to make the children happy. The children should be happy. Who is responsible for it? Parents are responsible. Now Krishna is saying, I am the father, I am the mother. Pitahamasya jagato mata data pitamaha. That means to make us happy, it is Krishna's responsibility. Now, how does Krishna is fulfilling his responsibilities, providing all the facilities, and he's telling, now you can be happy, but you should acknowledge Ishavasha Vidam Sarvam. You should know that Ishavasha, it belongs to me. Ishavasha. And then he's telling, you have to acknowledge that it belongs to me. And then you take only your quota. Don't encroach on others' property. If you want to live like that, if you live like that, you can live hundreds of years without getting entangled. Such a nice method Krishna is telling. Even if somebody want to enjoy in this mental world. So that is the thing. So if you want a good person means what? Karma yoga. Otherwise a devotee. So both the things are there. In both cases, you are conscious about the Lord. But in one case, I don't want any relationship. I want to enjoy in this world. But in case of devotees, we want to have a personal relation with the Lord. So that is the main difference. Okay, here, any other questions, comments? Okay, we'll go for this. So here, King Puranjana went for hunting and he is killing so many uh, animals. So when demonic persons engage animally, the demigods or devotees of Lord are very much afflicted by this killing. Demonic civilization in the modern age maintain various types of slaughterhouses all over the world. Rascal swamis and yogis encourage foolish persons to go on eating flesh and killing animals. So yesterday I was telling this. I was giving to new people the crowd. So I told, what is happiness? How do we get? mm, so, how to get? So then I told this two factors. One is we need to have facilities, material facilities, good house, car, and all the facilities. But along with that, we should have a peaceful mind. So these are the two factors which decides happiness: good facilities and peaceful mind. Now, what is stopping us from these two things? Good facilities and all, it is our bad karma. So this is stopping us from getting these two things. Whatever we are going for temples or we are going to doctors or any other healing, this there, we want to change this bad karma, because of my bad karma I am not born in the house of a multi millionaire. And even if I am born, if I don't have peace of mind, then also I cannot enjoy. So now you want to improve your karma, then we should do things which is favorable to Krishna, so that he will improve karma, because it is in his hand. So do actions which makes you favorable, actions which are favorable to Krishna, so that he will increase. Along with that, this peaceful mind, this is very important factor. So for that peace of mind, there are many things. One is we should we should be non-violent, and we should eat only prasadam. So these are the very important things. Ahimsa, Satyam, Astheya. These are the principles that are given in all religious scriptures to keep a peaceful mind, to be happy. So here, when this important thing is given, the demonic people are killing animals. That means they will not have any peace of mind because it's directly connected to the mind. Food and actions which are violent and other stealing and uncleanliness and violence and not having prasadam directly affects mind. So then we will not be able to get that peace of mind and we cannot be happy. Yes, one more.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So, but I heard from His Grace Balaram Shakti Prabhu. He said that once you have made up Krishna as your goal, then your karma, there's no, even you are being in the Kanishta Adhikari, like even in the beginning stages, doesn't matter. The karma has no effect. There's no, your previous karma does not have any effect because Krishna, takes care of, I mean, that whatever happens in our life is all because of Krishna's doing to help us get close to Him. That previous karma does not act on us. That was my understanding.
Yeah, so now I'll ask you a question. If you overeat today, will you have stomach upset tomorrow or not?
To today only.
Means if you overeat, you will get stomach upset or not.
Yes, I will get that.
So that means you are getting reaction for your action.
No, that is like general day-to-day happening. We're talking about something that happened before, which we don't have any control over.
See, karma has na karma has two aspects. One is prarabdha, aprarabdha. So this
I understand
aprarabdha,
that,
so this
but
part will not
Prabhuji,
be there. This will not be there for us. This is all burnt. And prarabdha means, see, what body you got, will it change immediately because you became a devotee? Will
no.
your children change? Will your parents change? This is already you got it. It won't change. Your parents won't change for you. Your children won't change for you. Your body won't change. This is all prarabdha karma. And then there is kriyamana karma. Kriyamana karma means what action you are doing, that is the karma which you are doing now. So this kriyamana karma will not have effect if you are doing consciously. If you are doing consciously, there is no kriyamana karma. If you are unconscious, then this aspect of kriyamana karma will affect. That's why I'm telling the example of eating, overeating. That means the actions which you are doing. So the past actions of the previous life, all is burnt. Karmani nirdati kinchita bhakti bhajam. What is prarabdha which you already got, that is anyway is there with you. So in prarabdha also there are different aspects. So what all prarabdha decides is, I'll just write for you. So in prarabdha, it decides your body, parents, children, etc. It also decides your health, wealth, also decides pain and pleasure. This is all for this life. So prarabdha is what you are going to get in this life. So now uh, these things cannot be changed, no question. And now health, wealth, and pain and pleasure. So this can be changed. When you come to bhakti, Krishna will take care of these things. Even if we get pain when we come to Krishna consciousness, then it does not matter much because we understand, alright, it's nothing. Why I should take it so seriously? Say if if we are not in Krishna conscious, and if we lost some money because of some fraud or something, and after coming to Krishna consciousness, we lost the same money in fraud. Now, will there be same amount of pain for a devotee and non-devotee? Both of them, they lost their money.
There won't
Yeah,
be. There will be pain, but not much pain.
so that is where Krishna is coming. Why it is not there for a devotee? Why it is not there? Why it is less for a devotee?
Because he's depending on Krishna, and Krishna is actually directing him to. He's actually modifying his karma to help him come close to
Because he gained knowledge. So Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Idamuttamam Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmam Susukam Kartum Avyam. The knowledge itself is actually giving you free from pain. So bhakti makes us free from pain because we understand reality. We get the Sambandha Jnana. So even health and all this Krishna decides these three factors: health, wealth, pleasure, pain. This is where Krishna comes into picture for devotee, because this is part of prarabdha only. Aprarabdha is anyway gone, we'll not have it. Prarabdha, some part of the prarabdha, body, parents, children, this part also will not change, but this part is what Krishna directly controls. And then kriyamana karma, this also is in our hand. How consciously we are doing depends on what reactions we are going to get. So if I am not doing consciously, this reaction is going to happen. Bhakti, when you are a devotee, when you are conscious, then only we are a devotee. Otherwise, I am going and giving trouble to my colleague or my subordinate in the office. Will I not get reaction for it? Definitely, I'll get reaction. I am giving. Arey, I am a devotee. Why should I get reaction? I'll give trouble to all the colleagues, and I'll give trouble to subordinates. No, you are not conscious. If you are a devotee, you will not give trouble. Then you will not get reaction. If you are that time you are not acting consciously, you will going to get reaction. You may not get a very heavy reaction, but reaction is there. You cannot say it is injustice. Na, Arey, I am a devotee. I'll do anything, whatever I want. No, you overeat, you get reaction. You go and give trouble to you go and trouble your wife. Even you are a devotee, you trouble your wife, you are going to get. Your wife troubles the husband, she's also going to. It is see, actually here very important thing. If we are doing action that is directly affecting mind, action affects mind. It has impressions. If you do consciously, no impressions. Unconsciously, we do, impressions will be there. We will get affected, but the effect is different because there is also Krishna factor in it. You may get reaction very mildly, but reaction is there. So we cannot say no karma. No karma in the sense, yeah, you are conscious, no karma. Unconsciously you do, it has an impression. Now, see, if a devotee is there, he is watching a movie. Will he get impressions of the movie? What do you say?
Yes. Yeah, you'll
That
definitely
means
get it.
impression means reaction. Karma is what? Karma is not something, some energy, some is coming. Karma means impressions. That is, karma means impressions.
So I didn't understand that. What is karma means impression? What do you? Can you
See,
elaborate?
now, how do you get the desires? Because of impressions only, na? You are getting good
Yes.
impressions, bad impressions. So karma has two aspects. One is, say, if I eat a mango, so you have two aspects. One is you enjoyed mango, and then next is what? Impression. So next time when you see mango, you want to eat again.
But how will that become karma, Prabhu? The karma means it is some. My understanding of karma is you're going to, for example, if I am driving on a car, right, or somebody is going to driving in a car and somebody comes and hits me, and because of my karma that I have, somebody has hit me even though I took all the safety precautions. So my understanding of karma is that karma. So what is this kind of
Oh,
karma? What is that kind of karma and what is this kind of karma?
Oh,
Impressions.
karma means, impression is also karma only. That is what is, when you see astrology, what they are saying, "Arey, your karma is like that." What does it mean? You have such and such impressions and you are going to act in such and such way. So impressions are going to make us act in a particular way. If a small child is given all wrong impressions, how he is going to act? Action is based on what? Action is based on impressions only. So that is actually another form of karma. Karma is not just the reaction, action, reaction part. Karma is also the impression part. Two things are there for karma, not just action, reaction. I did an action, you get reaction, that's end. But that does not end, no, that is the problem. You create an impression for it. So that's what I am telling. If you watch a movie, you enjoyed it, you finished. No, you created an impression also of that movie. That is the greatest problem for us. That is what is sinful mentality. Papam, bijam, kutam, you hear, na? So it is not just the reaction part. If I do any action, the impressions are actually causing the, this is actually in the mind. It damages the mind. Damages or
So,
makes the mind.
so that concept I understand now. But what about this? If somebody, getting diseases which even a devotee, getting cancer or getting, or somebody having an accident, or which is not been, I mean, which is not been, not because of an impression, but how do those reactions of those karmas, how are they formed?
That's what. Health, wealth, pain, pleasure, this is directly decided by Krishna. He decides when to give, how to give. Even though it is
So
actually,
basically,
so this
so
aspect
basically,
Krishna
so
directly
basically,
do.
impressions, as a devotee, impressions are the ones we have control over. But what happens apart from impressions is all controlled by Krishna. Is that right?
Yes, 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 yes. Impressions, we have to work on controlling impressions. Otherwise, it is going to make our progress very slow. If we are not doing consciously, we are creating more impressions. It is creating more anarthas. Even though I want to go to Krishna, I am lighting fire and putting water also. So that is the point. So we have to work on this aspect. Kriyamana karma is very important. That I have to be careful in what actions I am doing. Even now, as a devotee, I cannot be take it for granted. I am a devotee. I can do whatever. No, you are making your progress very slow. You have to follow the regulations. You have to follow certain things so that you don't get affected by it.
Yeah, you said last time, few classes ago, you said mind. We are all, what we are doing is we're training the mind to be
Yeah.
in path of devotion. It's all about the mind that we are doing right now.
Yes. So if you say karma is not there, means karma in terms of reaction may not be there. That impressions are there, na? So you may not get
Yeah.
reaction because reactions are controlled by Krishna. But what about impressions? That is in our hand. So reactions and impressions. So reactions, Krishna says, okay, you are a devotee, I will take care. Because reactions are directly. So karma basically, see, there are two ways of relating to God. Two ways of relating to God. One is directly, one is indirectly. Directly, indirectly means karma. Directly means Krishna as a person. So Krishna says, I will directly relate to you if you want. If you don't want me to directly, I will relate with you indirectly. That is karma. So there is no other choice because everything is Krishna in this creation. We have to have relation with Krishna, either directly or indirectly. If I say, Krishna, you take care personally, Krishna says, okay, fine with me. If I say, no, 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 then Krishna says, okay, law of karma for you. So, relation with Krishna is compulsory, either directly or indirectly. For people who are not devotees, for them, the relation is karma. For devotees, it is directly Krishna. So, in both cases, reactions are there. Reactions are there in both cases, in directly or indirectly. But reaction in indirect cases is all karma, karma, karma. In direct cases, Krishna is directly seeing whether I should get cancer or whether I should get heart attack or whether I should get money, no money. Krishna says is directly involved. Directly, Krishna is involved to do it. But in case of non-devotees, the karma is involved. That is Krishna's made laws only. Krishna only arranged this laws. Here also he is arranging the laws. But here it is done by him. Here it's not by him. That's all. So it's Krishna. We cannot. But now reaction part is clear. But now what is the impression part? Am I creating more impressions? Then my progress will be slow for bhakti. That's why we should be careful in following rules, not giving trouble to anyone, no violence, and all these things. Because we are directly dealing with this is dealing with mind and desires like that. Okay, bro.
Oh, thank you, bro. It's clear.
Any other questions? Okay. We have one more. Gaurangi Gopimati.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances.
Humble obeisance.
Prabhu, I just wanted to ask, like, suppose the devotees do offenses. I mean, they do something wrong unknowingly. I mean, without knowing that what they are doing is wrong, but still they'll have reactions, Prabhu.
Reaction means Krishna
Because
will give
Krishna,
whatever is needed,
no,
Krishna will
because
give.
yeah, Krishna is in direct control. So, but the devotees are doing some certain actions unknowingly or unconsciously, which out of ignorance also, because it's not that we know every small detail of the shastras, that if you do this, this is what's going to happen, like that we don't know. Many of the devotees don't know that. Um, so, but even if we do things unknowingly, also Krishna should punish us.
No, Krishna knows na that whatever is good for us to make us closer to him, that only he will give. That type of reaction only we will get. If I am lazy in reading and Krishna will give some reaction, then he will make me up so that I'll start reading properly and understanding scriptures properly. So he knows that I am lazy because of certain things, I am not learning things. So he knows how to give reaction so that he wakes us up so that we become more and more serious and come closer to him. So he gives reaction in such a way that we learn our lessons properly in that area, wherever we are weak or wherever we are complacent, like that.
Yeah, but
So reaction will be there, but Krishna will decide the reaction, and that reaction only helps us to come closer to him, like that.
okay. But so whatever good we are doing also is being recorded. Krishna is observing.
Of course, he is observing. He is observing everything. He only actually does as Paramatma. We are only desiring, that's all.
Prabhu,
Ultimately, he only has to do.
but sometimes we also hear. I think so. Yeah, you only were talking a few days back, maybe 2 3 days back, or what, that we should desire that Paramatma talks to you and you listen to him. But sometimes we also hear that Paramatma is just only a witness. He is only observing. He is not at all going to interfere about what you're going to do, what you want to do. So, which should we take it, Prabhu?
He is actually wanted to guide us. And now he is trying to tell us we are not hearing. So he comes as Guru outside and he tells us Guru because that we can hear. Because in Paramatma we are not able to hear what he is guiding because our mind is not controlled.
But he is
When our
guiding.
mind is controlled, he is then he will guide us properly. So
Okay. He will guide us, but it's not that he's just mute or something, just observing what we are doing.
he also guides, but still he is neutral in the sense that he don't interfere. At last he will go according to our desire. But when Krishna comes now, he will not go to according to our desire. Even if you ask, also Krishna will not give. But Paramatma, he says, okay, take it. Sanctions because he is Paramatma. But Krishna is not like that. He is not neutral. That's why Advaita Acharya is Paramatma. He is praying. He is praying
Ah.
for Krishna to come because Paramatma feature Advaita Acharya is neutral. He cannot do anything to living entities. But Krishna can do for living entities. He can change their heart and he can do. Paramatma don't change the heart. He sees the desire and fulfills. That's all.
Oh, that's all. He won't do anything
He
beyond.
don't do anything. Yeah, he is neutral.
Oh, Krishna. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Right.
Krishna.
One month we had further anything. Okay. Rupala Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, could you please explain the difference between Paramatma and Krishna? So Krishna will not interfere in free will, and Paramatma is like consciousness
No,
will tell
Krishna
you.
will interfere free will. Paramatma don't do. So Paramatma don't interfere. Like Advaita Acharya, why he was Supreme Lord, right? Why Advaita Acharya is praying for Krishna to appear? He could have done himself because he is in a Paramatma feature. So that feature, Lord does not interfere in the free will of living entity. He just allows the living entity to do whatever they want. But he feels Advaita Acharya is feeling bad for the living entities, but he's not doing anything. He's telling Krishna, "You come." And Krishna will change, will come and he will interfere. He will say, no, no, don't do this, do like this. But Paramatma, Upadrishta Anumanta, he's very neutral. He said, okay, this is what is like that. That is the difference. So that
So
feature of Lord,
Paramatma is like Shirodakshai Vishnu, right?
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Karanodakshai Vishnu is Paramatma for whole creation. And then Garbhodakshai Vishnu is the Paramatma for the this whole universe. And then Paramatma, the super soul, Kshirodakshai Vishnu is Paramatma for all living entities. So there is only one Paramatma. He manifests like this.
I see. So let's say practical level as a human level, like we day to day life, like if I pray someone is eating eggs, and then if I pray to Krishna, then Krishna will interfere. Then that's what you were explaining.
Yeah, yeah. Krishna can, you pray to Krishna that please change his heart. Then Krishna can change that person's heart. You give them prasadam, then Krishna can change. And you pray to Krishna, Krishna will change because you are desiring. So Krishna may interfere in that devotees. He may help in changing the heart of the person. Possible. Like Prabhupada prayed for all of us. That's why we are practicing. That's like that.
And you mentioned about Paramatma. Paramatma will not interfere because they are in our heart, sitting in our heart. That's why.
No, Paramatma's feature is only like that. He is just helping the living entities to enjoy this material world, enjoy or pleasure, pain, whatever. He is in a neutral state. He's just
Neutral state. Okay.
facilitating. Yeah, he's
No,
facilitating
not.
all the things.
Mhm.
Lord who
Got
is
you. Got you.
facilitating all the things in this creation. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Right.
Mhm.
Rupran.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, till what stage in a devotee Paramatma acts, Prabhu? Because we hear directly Krishna will take over, no, Prabhuji. But till what stage Paramatma acts, Prabhuji?
Now
In a
you are worshipping.
sadhaka level.
You are worshipping Gopinath, so now Gopinath is taking care. Immediately, Krishna, immediately, whatever form he is worshipping, whatever form he is liking, immediately that form takes care.
Okay, now you are telling about Paramatma speaks, no, Prabhuji. For whom it is about?
So Krishna
You
is
are,
telling one who has conquered mind, he has reached Paramatma. Then we can hear directly Paramatma. If you have
oh.
controlled your mind and
He
focused
is not
completely,
but he is not a devotee that stage, Prabhuji. One who has conquered mind is only is a control over the mind only.
he can
He doesn't
also get
have
access
faith.
for Paramatma, but he don't want to have relation with him. Like yogis and all, they may
Uh,
also get access, but they are okay, neutral with him. So they may get Sahija Mukti or they may get Shantarati or
they
something
are
like that.
talking about Gyanis and Yogis only, Prabhu,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not
They also
Bhakta.
get Paramatma relation. Yeah,
So they can hear, those Yogis can hear
yeah.
Paramatma's
They can
voice.
see also Paramatma.
Yeah, okay. So for those people only you are telling they can hear the Paramatma. Only for
We can
those
also hear
yogis.
if you chant nicely.
But for us it is Krishna, no, Prabhu. For a
Yeah, of
sadhaka
course.
level.
Yeah.
Okay, Prabhu, regarding these impressions, Krishna will remove the reactions, but the present life impressions, Prabhuji. But when we are engaging in that, what is Kriyamana Karma, no, Prabhu, you told, no, whatever they are doing in this life, that is
Yeah.
called as Kriyamana Karma. So this is based on the anathas, we do things, no, sometimes we do mistakes. Mataji was also asking, no, unknowingly. So that
Mm.
unknowingly comes because of this anathas only, no, Prabhuji. We commit some kind
Yeah.
of mistakes. So
Yeah.
whatever we are doing, we should be conscious every time, every time.
Yeah.
Then only we can be free of all those impressions, right, na Prabhuji?
Yes, 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 yes. So what happens is even the impressions na will not be very strong for us. Like
Ah,
say if somebody is enjoying movie and a devotee he goes for a movie, he will
mm.
not get the same impression like non-devotees because non-devotees completely absorbed in enjoying. Devotee cannot enjoy like that because he already
Yeah.
got higher
You
taste.
will have a guilty conscience. Oh, I am
Ah,
wasting my
guilt
time.
conscious, guilt conscious
That
also, and he
happens,
will not.
Prabhu. Yes,
The,
yes. Yes, Prabhu.
the taste also will not be there. The devotee will not get the
Uh,
taste. What the
just we'll
person
sit
gets.
and watch. That's all along with them. That's all, no, Prabhu. It's like
That's
that.
all. There is no taste for him. So that is the another
Just,
advantage.
oh, okay, okay. Oh, fine. Very good. Very, I mean, I can relate
So
this,
we are
Prabhu.
safe in that way. Krishna, once you get higher taste, that's what the process drags one to perfection because he got the taste already. So even
Okay.
if you want to enjoy materialistically, you cannot enjoy. Eventually, you
Uh,
will give it up.
yeah, okay. But we are not also in that highest stage sitting there. Yeah, sometimes some we
Ah,
can
that is clear.
chant,
We are
that
not
is okay, that is
Atmaram
different
also.
case. Yeah. Okay. So that this position is also not good, no, Prabhu. We are not in that stage also in this stage because we are stuck in between. It is like that, no,
Yeah,
Prabhu. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay,
We don't
Prabhu.
get highest pleasure also, and we cannot enjoy this material pleasure also. We are
Yeah,
nowhere.
this is very, very bad, bro, actually. Very, what to say. Okay, bro. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Srinivas Prasad.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ramnatna Prabhuji, thank you so much for
Well,
such a in-depth realizations which you have shared. And the thing which came to my mind is that how do we understand when these things happen with pure devotees? They also undergo so many things like Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, or any our acharyas. They have also gone through so many pain, and they relished it actually. They have cried the holy name more intensely after getting such pains like Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj. So how do we understand that whatever came in their life was that because of their past karmas, or how do we understand that? Can you just throw some light?
oh, it is directly Krishna, bro. He is Bhishma Dev is also asking the same question. Why did Pandavas have to go through so much? Then after giving many realize maybe it is karma, maybe it is time, maybe it is Supreme Lord, all the factors he lists and he says nothing is applicable. Then in the end he comes to the conclusion, oh, it is Anubhava. That is the Lord want to develop a more deeper relation with the devotee.
Mhm.
So he keeps the devotee in such a precarious condition so that devotee surrenders more to the Lord and develops more deeper relation with him, and that Lord relishes that devotee is very helplessly depending on him. Like sometimes a mother, I have seen like they take for walking here in our lanes here. So
Mhm.
there are some trees in between. So child is walking ahead and mother, she immediately hides behind the tree and then child
Mhm.
is really panicked and then child is in trouble and suddenly mother comes, then the child becomes
Yes,
very
she's
happy.
happy.
So now why did mother put the child in that precarious condition so that she relishes that how
Beautiful.
the child is helplessly
Mm.
searching for him and all. So
Yes.
sometimes so this is how Lord also want to develop more deeper relation with him, so he keeps in such situation. That's what Bhishma Dev concludes after seeing the Pandava situation. Like,
Correct. Basically, the pure devotees, they come out of all those pains at the material level which we see.
Level. Yeah, yeah,
They are not at bodily concept. They are relishing. The soul is relishing that the ecstasy.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
yes. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you all very much. I think at least one purport we should read. At least I have to. I'll just complete this one purport and then we'll end. The demonic civilization this modern age maintain various types of slaughterhouses all over the world. Rascal swamis and yogis encourage foolish persons to go on eating flesh and killing animals and at the same time continue their so-called meditation and mystical progresses. All these affairs are ghastly, and a compassionate person, namely a devotee of Lord, becomes very unhappy to see such a sight. The hunting process is also carried on in a different way. As we have already explained, hunting women, drinking different types of liquors, becoming intoxicated, killing animals, and enjoying sex all serve as the basis of modern civilization. Vaishnavas are unhappy to see such a situation in the world, and therefore they are very busy spreading this Krishna conscious movement. The devotees are pained to see the hunting and killing of animals in the forest, the wholesale slaughter of animals in the slaughterhouses, and the exploitation of young girls in brothels that function under different names as clubs and societies. Being very much compassionate upon the killing of animals in sacrifice, the great sages Narada began his instructions to King Prachini. In these instructions, Narada Muni explained that devotees like him are very much afflicted by all the killing that goes on in human society. Not only are saintly persons afflicted by this killing, but even God Himself is afflicted and therefore comes down in the incarnation of Lord Buddha. Jaydev Goswami therefore sings Sadaya Hridaya Drishta Pashughatam. Simply to stop the killing of animals, Lord Buddha compassionately appeared. Some rascals put forward the theory that animals have no souls and is sometimes like a dead stone. In this way, they rationalize that there is no sin in killing animals. Actually, animals are not dead stones, but the killing of animals is stone hearted. Consequently, no reason or philosophy appeals to them. They continue keeping slaughterhouses and killing animals in the forest. The conclusion is that one who does not care for the instructions of saintly persons like Narada and his disciplic succession surely falls into the category of Nashta Prajna and thus goes to hell. So, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, we have something. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Yeah, does Krishna replaces Paramatma in the heart of devotees? Yes, he replaces her devotees.